Hello and Happy New Year. This is Jeff Lovett, and as we sit on the cusp of a brand new year, I want to show you how to write a smarter marketing strategy for your business that really works and only takes 3 steps. But more on that in just a minute. First, let's talk about your marketing plan. A lot of small business owners have great intentions to write a real marketing plan, but they usually only wind up writing down their sales goals for the coming year. And they call that a marketing plan. Or maybe your idea of planning is just to decide how much money you're going to spend. Well, that's not really a plan, that's a budget. One thing I used to do was to think about what I want to do and kind of just jot it down. I'd use a spreadsheet or maybe some notes, or I'd grab a free calendar somewhere and write all my ad campaigns on it, but never really thought about it very much. I mean, how do you decide what goes on your calendar? What are you going to say to your customers? So where to even find them in order to start a conversation? Just writing down the names of a bunch of ad campaigns, really doesn't do much. It's not a strategy, it's a to-do list. What I want to show you is how to go beyond what I call the splatter method. What's the splatter method? Okay, think of this as the total marketplace. This is everyone, young or old, rich or poor, the whole population. Now, your business obviously cannot appeal to the entire population. Not even large superstores like Walmart appeal to everyone. You have to pick a small niche of people that are your ideal customers. So how do you reach them? Well, because most people don't really have a strategic marketing plan, they really don't know who these people are, or they really don't know how to plan to reach just those people without getting everyone else too. And that's what I call the splatter effect. So this is what the splatter effect looks like. You have an ad campaign and you just throw it out there. And you hope that maybe some of it actually hits your target market. Well, so most of this didn't really hit my target market. There's a couple, 2 or 3 splatters there, but that's really about all. So this is what most people do. They go, well, I didn't achieve what I wanted on the first time, so let's throw another ad campaign out there and see what happens. And they splatter again. Well, this time a little bit more got into the circle, but the majority of my paint actually splattered outside of my target market. This is what happens when you try to market to everyone without a strategic marketing plan. All you're doing is throwing things against the wall and hoping they stick. Instead, what I want to show you is how to target your marketing efforts right here at this little circle, your ideal customer. No splatters, no mess. And this is where my marketing plan differs from most people. I don't start with a spreadsheet of blog posts and things. I start with a customer. You see, before you can start to write down ad campaigns or topics for your blog posts, you have to decide exactly who you're trying to reach. Remember the little circle? This is your ideal customer. Your goal is to target your marketing message straight at them. So you have to start here, right in this little circle. Who is your ideal customer? Well, I want you to stop and think about that for a second. Picture your ideal customer as a real person. How old is he or she? What kind of car do they drive? What do they wear? What's their favorite TV show or favorite flavor of ice cream? I know you're thinking to yourself, how am I supposed to know all of that? Well, actually, if you think about it, you know a lot more about your customers than you think. And what you don't know, you need to ask them. Get them to fill out a questionnaire or send them regular surveys. The first step to a really successful marketing plan is knowing as much as you can about this little red circle. You can set an advertising budget, a really big one. Choose 52 of the coolest blog posts known to man. Your colleagues will think you're a creative genius. You might even win some awards, but I want you to think about something. If you don't really know who your ideal customer is, then you won't know what they want from you. If you don't know what they want from you, then you aren't going to know how to say it to them to get them to become loyal customers. You'll just be splattering, wasting your time, wasting your money. So step 1 of my 3-step marketing plan is to start by identifying your ideal customer. Before you go to the next step, you need to take out a sheet of paper and write down everything you know about your best customers. A real person with a distinct personality. You can even give them a name, like Woody here. When I think of an ideal customer for my business, I think of Woody, because as the year goes along and I'm recording new marketing video every week, or maybe deciding what to write on Facebook or for my blog, then I can picture Woody as one of my real customers. It makes it a lot easier. So now that you know who your ideal customer is, the next step, which we'll cover next week, is to use this new information to know what to say to them. And step 3 is just a kind of a continuation of that theme. You know who your ideal customer is, you know what to say to them, which will naturally lead you to finding the best place to meet them so you can start a conversation. And that's how you start, if you want your marketing plan to really pay off. Now, if that's just too hard, you can always just use the splatter plan and hope for the best. But my friend Woody here thinks that you're better than that. Don't you, Woody? Yeah. So get to work on step 1. Think about your ideal customer. We'll tackle step number 2 next week. I will see you then.